Last time on Vintage Story, we found some magnetite and officially entered the Iron Age. Then we went on a small boating journey and found the coal mine as well as the archives. And that is when we stumbled upon chalk, and because of that, we were finally able to get a beehive kiln up. Then we did a whole bunch of pottery to test out some of the new colors that this update added, and that leaves us here. Welcome back! So right now I figured I'd just get all this in here. We did a bunch of clay forming yesterday, and I have a lot of stuff to get done today. So we're gonna start with this. I think I have about 4 batches that I need to get done, and this is the first one. So let's get cooking. We have to fill up the bottom with some firewood, then let's light it, and there we go. Ideally, it should be cooking right now. Hold on, do we see smoke out of the top? I think that takes a couple minutes. But here's the deal. I am going to the archives today. I will have a little timestamp down below if you do happen to want to skip it. That is completely understandable. You can just skip it and then watch after. But that's going to be later today, so you don't need to skip the second. And it won't affect the playthrough in any way. So don't feel like you need to wait and do it yourself until you can continue. I know that a bunch of you are new. But yeah, no spoilers. But trust me, it doesn't change much. And I'll let you know when we set off to go and do that. And you can just skip that part if you want. Anyway, the fire is going. And that means that it's officially working. Are all the hatches closed? Okay, we're all good. So this one is going to be with all the hatches closed. Then we're going to try out a new batch, opening one door at a time. And supposedly that should get us new colors. At least I hope so anyway. Now a ton of our flax is done. Not all of it, but at least some. So I'm going to go ahead and just harvest the stuff that is done and try my best not to waste it. The last thing that I needed to do is get damage from the cold, and it is 37 degrees out right now, and it's midday, so it's gonna get pretty cold tonight. So yeah, we still have a bunch of stuff out here planted, and it doesn't look so good for them. Oh look, one more done. And this is everything I just collected. About 180 flax, lots of grains, decent bit of onions, and some seeds, that's for sure. So we're just gonna go bring those back to the house real quick, and we can store the seeds up here. We gotta put the grain away. So there's 322 spelt. That's a lot of bread. 31 rye, and we're getting a ton of flax. Plus, of course, we have a ton of vegetables ready, and none of it's gonna spoil anytime soon. Wow, soybeans last 13 years? Holy crap, that really is a superfood. But yeah, we have a ton of flax now. Potentially, I might throw up a windmill today. But I have some big plans, so I'm not going to commit to it. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. So I collected all my flax, and it's all in this box now. We have about 3 stacks and an extra 20. I think that might be enough to make a boat too. I don't think there's any reason to do that right now, because all the water is going to be frozen. But very soon, the plan is to get one up and going. And then we're going to venture out on the water and try to find a place to set up a real base. So I'm glad to have a bunch of that going. But what I'm going to do now is I decided I am going to do a tiny bit of smithing in the very start. And we're going to make ourselves some iron arrows. I figured, hey, we're finally in the Iron Age. It really doesn't matter. I can always grab more. And the damage might really come in handy for when we go to the archives today. And I'm not going to make armor here. I'm still dead set on the bear armor, and that might make the archives a little bit more difficult, but I have a plan. If I'm correct, I believe that there's armor there. It's not good armor, but hopefully it should be okay for today and our trip to the archives, which is another reason why we want a little bit of extra damage. Oh yeah, and I'm gonna make a shield. I'm not gonna get that at the archives. I think that's gonna take a couple ingots. Hold on, we can test it out. Drop 1 ingot down. So we're going to need this right here, which is 1 iron ingot. And then I think we need the boss, which is another iron ingot. Oh, that requires leather. Okay, that's not something that we can do right now. Okay, never mind on the shield. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and just make a ton of arrows. I think the best way to do this is to make some iron plates, then remove some voxels to turn into arrows. So that's exactly what I'm going to do now. I'm going to get us ready, and I'll see you in a minute. And there we go. That is officially 4 plates. They didn't go invisible this time, so that was cool. Now we should be able to just drop one down. But it's not letting me? Hold on. Oh, they're going invisible there. Maybe because it's not hot enough. That makes sense. Hold on. There's still one on the ground. I was just so happy they weren't going invisible. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I couldn't drop it on here because it wasn't hot enough. So let's give it some heat. Then we can pick one up and place. Okay, so that was the problem. And I can do the one that makes 9. So all we gotta do is we gotta remove some bits off of this. And that makes it so much easier. So I'm gonna do that to all 4 of these. And we should pretty much be ready. So see you in a minute. And There we go. That is 36. And then something I remembered is I also need feathers. It's a bit dark out, so we're gonna have to do that in the morning. But yeah, I can't turn them into arrows yet. I don't think I've killed a single chicken, so I doubt I have any feathers. Yeah, do not believe so. Anyway, I think I have everything that I need. I even have my bow out and a temporal gear. I have sticks to make the arrows. I have firewood if we need to set up some fires. And we're just gonna go to bed, and I'll see you in the morning. And we're up. So yeah, ideally we should be able to just find some chickens running around. I'm a little bit worried because it's getting cold out. They might not be here anymore. Oh, I see some. Okay, perfect. I was a little bit worried there, not gonna lie. I'm sorry, guys. You gotta go. Oh, this sucks to kill a rooster, but he must go. Let's loot him. There's 11 feathers. And his friend should be around here, but they ran. Oh, there's one. No, that's a bunny. Oh, there's one. There's actually 2 here. Get over here. Just keep stabbing. Okay, we got 1. And we got 2. That might even be enough. There's 13 and 12. Wait, we actually just got the perfect amount. We can make 36 arrows. Now, I still don't expect this bow to be amazing, but I think it should help us either way. And if I had to rely on it, then we'll have it. So let's put the food in there. And ideally, I think that we should be good. So here's your warning. I'm heading over to the archives right now. There's a timestamp down below if you want to skip it. So if you want to do that now. And let's head back to my boat. It should still be somewhere on the shore over here. Also, if I do see any goats or anything like that out here, I'm gonna be taking them down. I really need the hides because some leather would be amazing right now. Okay, so we made it back to the boat. Let's hop on and we're just gonna start heading out. Ideally, this should be super simple. We just got to go up here and then around it. However, we are going to make a pit stop back to here. You guys did say that apparently I missed some sort of ladder that goes down. Also, I just noticed that this is here. That is another ruin and I somehow missed it. Those also might be ruins. So we'll check it out. But either way, this should be easy for one boat to make it all the way there. I do have an extra one on me, but I only have 1 ore, so I need to make sure I keep that on me. Also, as you could probably tell, I don't have a lot of inventory space, so I don't plan on grabbing too much while we're there. There's a couple cosmetic items that I really want, and maybe if I find another temporal gear or something, I'll pick it up, but I don't plan on filling up my entire inventory again. But knowing me, I'm gonna have a hard time doing that, and we're probably gonna fill up my inventory on the ruin on the way there. We shall see how that one goes. Oh yeah, I also don't have an axe. Let's hope that I don't need it. So anyway, I'm gonna head over to the first ruins and I'll meet you there. So bad news, the sun is going down and we're just now passing that coal mine island I was checking out. And this is the island with the ruins I wanted to check out. You can see that's where I want to go and this is where I am right now. So yeah, we're gonna have to pull over and find a place to sleep. Also, something that I noticed is that we do not have my lantern. I did forget about it. So we got 5 torches to our name. And that might cause an issue, but we'll see. Anyway, we're just gonna pull over right over here. Then we can sleep and continue our journey. I know I could just walk over the land, but I really want to go that way and just see what's over there. Finding some bauxite would be amazing. So while we're doing this, we might as well do a little bit of exploration. But this should be a perfectly fine place to sleep tonight. So let's hop off. Then we're just gonna dig out a little hole for us. We can block it off. Place a torch, place bed, and let's sleep. And we're up. So let's pick up the bed. We're gonna need that again. Same thing with the torch. Break the dirt. And it's still definitely dark out. You know, I need to make myself a real bed. I'm actually able to do that now, so yeah. When we go back, that's one of the things that we're gonna do. Anyway, I'm gonna go that way, and we'll have a look at what's over there. Some bauxite would be amazing, but we might have to go down south for that. Look what I can see. I would have never seen that during the daylight. Oh, I'm starting to freeze. That's not ideal. Maybe if I put this in my offhand. Surely the torch will warm us up. That does look like a very cool mountain. Imagine having like a giant door on the front of this side right here and then hollowing it out to make some sort of dwarven settlement. That could be pretty cool. I think that's andesite. That also kind of looks like granite. That is probably just a trader, but we're going to go and say hi. It couldn't hurt. By the way, do you see the outline of that mountain right there? That thing has to be so tall. That is easily the tallest mountain that I've seen. Remember, that's a giant mountain right in front of me. That thing is like double the size. This expands all the way to over there. Yeah, that's a big mountain. Dude, that could be an awesome base location. And you gotta remember that everything's pretty much dead right now. But imagine that if everything was nice and green. It probably looks so much cooler. But we made it to land. Hopefully this isn't the first time that I see a bear. But we're gonna head up. Yep, that's a trader, all right. That is a cool banner. Would you look at that? It's got the little boat and everything. What kind of trader are you, buddy? He's a clothing trader, okay. And I don't think I'm gonna be requiring his services. So let's head back to the boat. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna keep that in mind as well. I don't think that we're gonna move here. I like my island base location a little bit better. At least what I'm trying to do for this playthrough. But if I did want to go full dwarves, that would have been awesome. So that's the island right there with the ruin that I want to go to. I'm just gonna try to get the rest of this loaded in real quick. See what we're working with. Then we're gonna head right back to it. I think that right there is the chalk that I found. Maybe? And the archive should be right next to it. Either way, let's get all this loaded in. By the way, you guys want to see the weirdest bug? Look how we're facing this way right now. I go into F5 and my dude immediately turns around. Then watch this. F5 and we're looking back this way. If I wasn't staring at that right now, I probably wouldn't have noticed if we were on open water. And I could have backtracked so hard. So that's a pretty cool find. Anyway, I do think that that stuff right over there is way farther than I think. And I don't want to keep going in that direction for all of time. So we are just going to head over to the ruins. And we're here. This should be the island. Let me double check. Yeah, okay. And the ruins are right over here. Oh, I just stopped freezing. Maybe it's a warm island. Although I got to get off this thing. So let's see. Can I get onto the land immediately? Did I do it? I think I did it. Let's pick up the boat. And I wish I knew how to do that last time I was boating. That would have saved me a bit of time. Anyway, let's head to the ruin. I can see the little wizard tower poking out. Oh, that's a wolf. Oh, that's another wolf. Yep, they're mad. See, I would kill them for the hide. However, I don't think I'm going to be able to bring the hide back. Because I think we get like 2 days with them or something. And they'll definitely be spoiled. But we're back. And supposedly I missed a ladder. So I'm looking. I'm looking for a ladder. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I don't think I see a ladder anywhere. But I'm taking a close look at everything. I don't see a ladder under here either. Also, I don't have my axe. But yeah, I don't think that goes anywhere. So I don't know. I don't see anything. However, there was another ruin right next to here. Wait, I think I'm glitching out on this right here. I feel like that's a ladder, right? Maybe? Hold on, we're just gonna dig under it. Yeah, see, that's a ladder. I can literally climb up and down that. But I don't think anything's under there. So anyway, there was another ruin over here. So we're gonna go and check that out. Oh, dude, how did I miss that? It's so obvious from over here. That is wild. I'm so blind. Also, this wasn't a ruin. I thought that might have been. But we can check this out. What do we have here? A forge vessel. Oh, we just got bamboo. Oh, yeah, I forgot about heals. Oh, no. Okay, well, we have 2 heals to our name. There's a tool vessel. Oh, another scythe. And an axe. There we go. Oh, wow, this goes down. Oh, that goes down deep. Okay, yeah. Food vessel. And we got some grain. Look, I don't know how long we're going to stay here. I don't think I want to do anything insane over here. But we are going to go down just for a tiny bit and poke my head around. But this looks awfully big. And it's like I'm entering another dungeon right now. Okay, so this is the bottom. We do got one guy here. Just get him with the bow. How many hits do you take? Okay, he's taking 3. Okay, 4. Let's loot him. Nothing. Oh. Okay, there he is. Oh god, he's getting up. Oh, get stuck, dude. Can I get you? Come on. He's been hit 3 times. We're gonna go back down. I also need to retrieve these arrows. Okay, there he is. He's dead. Okay, yeah, this is a whole place. I see a chest. I can't open it. I can loot that, though. I need my arrows back. Here's a chest with a gatekeeper's blueprint and a torch holder. My inventory is already full. Crap. Oh, that's another torch holder. Yeah, this seems to go down pretty far into a very scary room. Got a seed vessel. That could honestly be huge. We just got some rice seeds. Collapsed chest with a copper axe. Oh, another chest with some copper arrows. I will be taking that, thank you. There was also salt in there. Okay, this isn't scary at all. Open. Okay. Oh, I see locusts back there. Okay, yeah, we definitely don't want to be going down there. But there is this. Another tool vessel. I'll take those. Oh, I definitely want the bandages. Okay. Run away. So yeah, I'm gonna probably come back here a different day. This place is obviously pretty big. And we got the gatekeeper's blueprint, which means that we can make these giant gates and also iron doors. With the sleek doors. Wait, we can make sleek doors. Okay, well, that stuff is insanely cool. And that was a pretty good find. Anyway, we're gonna head back up. And we're just gonna head over to the archives. Oh, look, there's a trader here. I missed this guy as well. Hello, sir. What contraption do you have? And what kind of trader are you? A furniture trader. An iron fence top? Is that a thing? Wait, iron fences. That's a real thing. But it requires another blueprint. That's kind of neat. I doubt I'd ever make it, but that's cool to know that that's a thing. Anyway, we're going to head over to the water over here. And it should be a very quick boat ride over to the ruins. Alright, this is the water. That's the chalk that I originally found. And that's the island that I went in between it. And that right there should be the archives. So let's drop the boat. And we're just going to ride on over. Okay, so here it is. Unfortunately, I do believe it's on top of that mountain. I think if I go to the back here, I can walk around it, but it definitely seems like it's directly on that mountain up there. So that kind of sucks, but whatever. We're just going to get off over here. We're also going to have to sleep and spend the night here. But in the morning, we should be able to get to the archives. Now, imagine setting up your base right next to the archives. Oh, that's a bear! My first bear! They do exist! It's a miracle. Anyway, yeah, imagine setting up your base right next to the archives. Then you could hit it up every single time when it refreshes. That'd probably be insane loot. Oh, I feel like I just saw another bear. He was like right behind this tree. Yep, that's another bear. This place seems to be dangerous. I was planning on sleeping right here, but definitely not anymore. And I really do want to hunt him down. However, the hides would definitely spoil before I get back home. So there is no real point unless I wanted the fat, which I do. But I really have to limit myself here. I'm on a mission. Anyway, we're going to dig out a little hole for us to sleep in. We can just plug it up, place a bed, and let's sleep. And we're up. But yeah, I'm going to chill out here for just a little bit, at least until the sun comes up. So I'll be right back. Okay, I think the sun should be up by now. Good enough. We can just leave the boat there. And we got to climb this mountain. Yep, this is going to be a tough one. Hopefully we've seen the only two bears that are around, which I think the other one was like right there. And he definitely could have moved. Oh, yep, there he is. Okay, take a sharp left. Okay, I think this is what I was talking about. But there's no reason to go into it, saying that I'm practically at the top. So I might as well just go all the way up. This could be a cool base location too. Living in between two mountains, that could be pretty neat. But anyway, we're practically at the top. We're gonna do our best to find it. Also, it's not foggy up here. It's actually kind of nice. Oh, it's starting to get foggy the farther that we go. Watch, I'm gonna run into a polar bear while we're up here. I can just sense it. Okay, I think I found Snow Fox. We're just gonna leave him be. And the archive should be somewhere over here. Oh, this is it. We have officially made it. I think, yep, there's a torch holder. So let's do this. I literally only have one more torch. Okay, there is some grass next to me, and there is trees. So I'm gonna go up real quick and just make a bunch of torches. You should only need like 10 or so. Oh, another torch holder. Okay, I'm gonna put that one there. Well, yeah, we shouldn't need too many. At least I hope not. Anyway, give me a minute. I'm just gonna get some together. Okay, surely that's enough materials for what I need. We're just gonna get a whole bunch of these going. And there's 22. We need to set our spawn here, so let's use a temporal gear. And now we should be able to just respawn here anytime that we need. Okay, so we can replace that torch. And now we can continue to go back down. I think that's the last one. Nope, we have one here. But here we go. We're officially in the archives. And I cannot see. So let's see if I remember this place. I think we're looking for the armory first, just because I want the armor that might be in there. The guard room, I think this is it. Anybody home? I think we're good. Any sets of armor around here? Bunch of chests. Ooh, iron arrows. Let's go. Oh, bandages. And a linen sack. Now, I do believe that's better than my actual backpack. So that's definitely cool to see. Ooh, some new pants. Mine have to be broken, right? Yeah. Oh, this one had a mask. It's in terrible condition. But we're gonna get that on immediately. Look at us. My face is finally somewhat covered. I don't feel naked anymore. Oh, dude, this just scared me. but this is the armor I was talking about. So we got some body lamellar. It's black bronze. I can just use that for now. We also have something there. My inventory is so full. Honestly, the bamboo can go. It's not like we can replant that or anything. We're definitely grabbing this. So now we have chain head armor. It's also bismuth. This is tin bronze body, which actually seems to be better than the black bronze. Ruined saber, some lime. Ooh, pants. I need pants. The logs. No, I'm picking things up. The bamboo, it's coming back to me. We got some bismuth bronze legs. And look at us, we're geared. We also got some chests here. That one had sticks. This one had some cool shoes. And there is some tools and stuff here, but that doesn't really matter. Nothing that I actually plan on using. So anyway, we're fully geared. I've also picked up quite a few bandages. And now I'd say that we're practically ready to take this on. Okay, I hear drifters. I think we need to go downstairs first, if I'm correct. Then we need to go find the engineer room to light this up. So let's go down. Oh, yep, that's a drifter. I'm just gonna run by him. Sorry, I don't need that today. Hello, drifter. Don't mind me. Just gotta stab you a little bit. Thank you. Oh, here's the engineering room. There is a whole bunch of coal over here. So we're just gonna pick it up. Then we can drop into this right here. Get the torch out and then light it. And soon we should see the lights come on. There we go. By the way, there is a chest here. Oh, some more torches. But now we should be able to see this entire place. I don't see any more dangerous guys. There's a level under me too. Okay, so I think we need to go back upstairs. We gotta kill this drifter over here. Oh, he's got multiple friends. Let's get them both. You shall not knock me off. I shall knock you off. Die. Okay, he's dead. How about you, sir? Would you like to die today? Yep, that's the Bell Workshop. Oh, I did knock him off. Okay, this is where I need to be. And I do think that I should be able to get a gear in here. There was nothing in there. But yeah, I think there's some dangerous stuff that can happen over here. If I'm correct, this is the place that always has the bell. I saw... Oh, yep, there's a bell. It's fine. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Let me out. Panic. I think there's a gear around here or something, maybe? I don't know. We're just gonna keep going. Close the door. Close that door. And we're looking for a large gear, which is right here. I think that should be everything that's over here. There is stuff in that hallway. Like, I swear there's an actual temporal gear in there. Hold on, we're just gonna let you through, buddy. Let's get you. It's so hard to see with this torch in my hand. Oh, die. Wonder if I can get that bell. Maybe I can shoot through this? I can't even see him. Hold on. We're just gonna do a bit of looting before he starts yelling at me. If I sneak, will he see me? No. Not in there. Not in there. Maybe in there? Nope. How about in there? Nope. I don't know where he went. Oh, he's right there. I think he's like sleeping. Not in there. Okay. Loot, nothing. Okay, we're just going. We got the piece that we needed. I swear I thought there was a gear in there. There might have been and I might have missed it. But there's no reason for me to stick around and try to fight that guy. Remember, we don't have a lot of healing. I'm only using what I got from them. Okay, we're back out. Now, I think that means that we need to go back down to engineering. I just gotta slot this in over here. Right there. Okay, there's one piece done. Now, I do believe I'm supposed to go down to the commons so I can get down onto that floor. Well, if I'm correct, I should be able to just fall. That was a bad idea. Oh, I didn't even take damage. Yeah, so we just skipped the commons room entirely. There's a translocator room, which is exactly where we were heading. Hold on, I can get rid of that. I'm also going to get rid of the firewood. The shoes can go. And now we have some free inventory space, and we should be able to go through the teleporter. And I'm sorry this is going to look real messy, but I'm just going to rush this place. And I'm going to try to make this as quick as possible. So hold on. We're running past. We're just running on past. We're doing it. Heal. Heal. Oh, God. Okay. Okay, I think this is it. Put away the bread. Grab the thing. And we're just going to run on back. Yeah, this is the easiest way to do it. You just run past everything. I don't need to fight them. It's not my problem. Let's just run on through. They're not even going to make it to me, so goodbye, people. And we're back. Now, unfortunately, I do got to go find the commons again. And we got to go through it to get upstairs. Okay, so the reservoir. That's how we get upstairs. There's a ladder over there, but I don't want to put out my torch. So we'll just put it away, and then we can make it over to the ladder. which I'm going to pull it back out. And we're up. I do see a drifter. Let me through. Okay, we're just running on through. There's also a ton of locusts. Yep. No, thank you. This way. They're not following me, so we're all good. We should be able to just go over here and then place it on. There we go. If I'm correct, that should be opening the door upstairs. So let's head up. And here's the library. So yeah, the boss is downstairs. And all we have to do is we gotta kill him. Okay, so let's hop down. There he is. He's not even woken up. What if I shoot him right now? Nothing. You know, this torch is gonna be really annoying when I'm down there. But I should probably leave it out. He's up. Oh yeah, I can't dodge. Jump. We got this. Just keep firing. Yep, we got this. Nope. We gotta move. We gotta move. Jump. Can I hit from here? Nope. Retrieving these arrows is gonna be annoying. Yep, we're getting hit. It's fine. We're doing decent damage. That torch is so annoying. It's in my face. We're doing good. He's almost there. We just gotta keep hopping around. Not getting hit by that, that's for sure. Jump. We got this. Oh god, locusts. Locusts are here. Not good. Just keep firing. Just keep firing. Okay, we're just one more hit. Oh, I think we got him. We got him. Then we just gotta get rid of the locusts before they kill me. Close the door. I can't close the door. We shall hold the line. I can't see. Oh god. I see another one. Just keep firing. I don't even care if I can't see. Hello? Mr. Locust? I know you're out here. Okay, there they are. We got one. And one more hit. One more hit. Okay. I think we got them all. And I'm using my last bandage. Holy crap, that was tough. So by the way, we did get the vessel. We did get 2 temporal gears out of that. A whole bunch of rusty gears, some metal parts. And it was quite lucrative. We're just going to grab a whole bunch of coal, fill this up. Then let's light it up. And now we can enter the library. So there is some cool stuff in here. I do think there's a blueprint over here or something, which I will make sure to grab if I can find it. I swear it was over here. Okay, here it is. The glider schematic. I do not plan on making it, but I just want to keep that around. And unfortunately, I do think there's only one thing that I want from this place, which I believe to be on the top floor. And it's right over here. The crown. Unfortunately, we do gotta take off my armor. And as much as I like the hat, we're not gonna be using it anymore. I also gotta take off the fur coat. But here we are, guys. I got what I wanted. And yeah, that fight was certainly a lot more difficult than I thought it was going to be. However, it wasn't that bad saying I was using broken armor. Oh, I almost fell again. Yeah, I was using practically broken armor and a bow that wasn't exactly helping me too much. The sword was definitely a bad way to go. I assume I could have done it better if I had a shield, and then I could have actually gotten close and blocked some of the hits, but I basically had to rely on that bow. And I'm so glad that I brought some real arrows, as that would have been really bad if I had brought anything else. The healing changes really made that so much more difficult. It was hard to get some heals in, and every time he threw you into the air, it would just stop your progress on your heals. And yeah, that definitely made it a pain, but with enough dodging, you can get it done. Anyway, I'm gonna boat back to the house. I'm not going to stop for sleeping. Nothing. We're just heading straight back. So unless something unfortunate happens, I'll see you there. And welcome back. So for those of you that are joining back and skipped the archives, don't you worry, not much has changed. I do have some broken armor on me, and I do have a crown now. Other than that, I do have some stuff in my inventory. Not all that much. I did get 2 more torch holders, so that'll be super cool. I'm thinking about trying to light up some of these trees, so like one right there. And it would be cool to get one like right here, I think. So get some torches on that very soon. I also have this vessel here, and I'm gonna quickly borrow my old lantern, and we're gonna head over to the trader. Hello, sir, I'm back. Are you here? Are you home? Let's see. We should be able to talk to him now, and I should be able to give him the vessel. Honestly, I kind of forgot how to do it, so we're just gonna go through all the options. And honestly, I don't know how to give it back to him. We were there. Did I miss something? I swear. It was just this. It even says that the treasure hunter could be interested in it. Apparently, I can just place that around the base. But, yeah. He doesn't seem to want it from me right now. If you guys happen to know what I'm doing wrong here and how I can get that option to give it to him, please let me know. I did it before, and I would think I should be able to hand it over, but I guess not. But for now, we're just going to place it down, and it can be some sort of decoration. However, that's a terrible spot for it. And there isn't much room for me to place it up here. I guess right here will do for now. It's kind of out of place, but whatever. Other than that, we got a couple blueprints here. I have an extra map to the archives because I was just talking to him. I do have a gear here, which I am just going to use up here, so I'll respawn here instead of over at the archives. And I have a linen sack, but I need to make space in my inventory to get that equipped. So we should be good now. I can just take that bag off and place that one on. I have an extra bag, which for now shall go right here. Yeah, I guess I'll do. Oh god. That drifter just scared me. Also, I do have an extra gear here, and something I really like to do with it is I like to turn it into this amulet, which means that we need some rope, and we should have some cattail just laying around. Okay, there it is. So let's make some rope, place it there, and now we have an amulet, which I can just place on my chest, and I think that looks so cool. Later on, I will be getting that backpack mod again, which adds one on my back as well. And I just think it looks so awesome, so definitely expect to see that. I do need to grab some more bread, and I just remembered I was doing some pottery stuff, and I have to assume that my stuff is done over here. So let's go check it out. And here's the first batch. So I guess if we don't adjust anything, it's going to be tan. Oh, that's still pretty cool. Let's pick it all up. And there we go. I don't know what I'm going to do with most of this. I will leave the crucible in here, just for when I need to do some blacksmithing inside. We got some extra crocs here, which we're just going to throw on the shelf and we can fill it up later. I have some really cool flower pots. By the way, I don't think I can just re-pick it up. What if I break it? Okay. I was afraid it was just going to like shatter. I guess we'll throw a flower in there. I have some extra heather, so we'll just throw one in. And there we go. We officially have our first potted plant. I want to do a bunch of that around the base, and I think it'll just look awesome. We have some extra cooking pots, and this thing, I have a planter. Wow, it's getting crazy out there. There's 2 on each door. Well, rift activity is high. That should be expected. Guess we're going to have to fight our way out of here. Let's get them. Why is there so many of you out here? There's actually 4 just on my porch. And they're running away. Here's one. Let's get him. And falling off the roof. Dude, it's crazy out here. Just die. Oh, man. Anyway, I also have a planter. I'm just going to plant it here. Oh. More showing up. Why is my base so dangerous? Now, I think I can put a sapling in here. Oh, my God. I mean, I guess I can take this. I don't think I can plant a full tree. But we'll just try one of these out and see what happens. Let's see. Can it go in? It can! Yeah, that is so cool. And we'll have a bunch more of those later on. I do have an extra vessel. For now, I'm just going to leave it by the door. But we'll find a better place for it eventually. And now we're just going to grab the next batch. That way we can try out a whole new color. So let's drop it down. And there we go. Now, can I get the firewood placed? It's kind of dangerous out here, but I'm going to try it. Let's start filling it up. And there we go. Let's light. And that'll keep going. So we do got to open one door. So we're starting with this one. And ideally we should get a whole new color. Also, I'm going to place this back up here. And I can't wait to get this all lit up. So I think I know what I'm going to do now. Is I want to get a wall up for this place. As you can see, it's starting to snow. And it is 26 degrees out. But I think it's time to get a wall up. I doubt it's going to keep us protected until I can light it all up. And that's going to be a while. But it'd be cool to get it started. So I'm going to use this as our boundary. I don't think any more trees are going to grow this year, even though I planted a whole bunch. But I'm going to get the wall to go all the way around these trees. I'll even circle in this little pond over here. And perhaps we can do something fancy with it later on. But I think this will be a perfect size and it shouldn't be too difficult. So I think the plan here is to use some quarter logs like this for the walls. Then I have some debarked logs here. And we're going to try to make some sort of tip for it, which is going to be directly on the top here. I don't know how well it's going to do, but we're going to try something out here. So this is what I'm thinking right here. It didn't turn out exactly how I wanted it to. I mean, it's something, right? Imagine this, but we're kind of backed up. Oh, I fell. Imagine something like that over there from this distance and spread over a giant wall. I think it could look all right. See, what I really would like is what the trader has over there. And it's kind of what I was going for. But I simply cannot do what they were doing here. But yeah, that's a palisade right there. And I can't make it until I get the blueprints. So we're kind of stuck having to try to make our own thing, which means that we got to get a little bit more creative on this. So yeah, I do think that we're going to go with this right here. Maybe I can workshop it a tiny bit and try to figure out something a little bit better. And we'll figure out how to make it look nicer once we get everything up and going. But this is more or less what we're going for. And it should be like 5 or 6 blocks tall. We're not going for anything too big here. But I'm going to try my best. So wish me luck. Hey, welcome back. So I have been doing some stuff. You guys got to see a good portion of the wall being made. It got messed up because the fog came in, but I ended up getting some gates. And wouldn't you look at that, we got another tower. I really hope you guys like these towers because there's more. 3 on just this side alone. And if we get a bird's eye view, you can see that there's actually a lot more. I think there's about 8 total. And now our walls are truly defensible. I will have to wait until night to show you guys what this looks like, because it just looks so insanely cool in the dark. But the towers are mostly done, and they utilize a lot of beams. But I think that they look kind of unique. They got that little balcony thing that comes out. And yeah, I think it fits the aesthetic pretty well. On top of that, I don't think it requires all that much space. They're really on the edges and out of the way, and just give this place so much life. I can't wait to light them all up. Right now I got some torches in it. I see some have already burnt out. But I'll add them back before nightfall, and we'll get a good look at it at night. I think that this is so cool. I plan on completely filling up this entire space inside the walls. I want there to just be so much compacted into this little area. And I know that I said that this place was temporary, but I definitely had to finish what we have going on here. I don't plan on doing any mega projects, but I want to get this place completely filled up with life and make it feel so lived in. By the way, I have not touched any of our stuff over here. You can see we now have orange pottery, and I think it looks pretty cool, but we're going to leave that for now. We're going to finish up the rest of that later on, but we're going to go over here real quick, and I added a nice little path over to a second gate. I learned my lesson last time, and I hated having to find ways around my base, so we have one on both sides, and now once we want to go this way, we can just walk over and not have to fuss about it. But yeah, I think this turned out so cool, and I stuck with those thatch roofs again. I wanted it to fit the style of this base, and I didn't do any fancy roofs to it. Also, the spikes, I think that just looks so cool. I like how the snow piles up on it, but I do have one thing that really bothers me. Look at this. I hate how it does that. It thinks it's a whole block. I wonder if it has to do with my heat retention mod. It very well might be the cause of that. But hold on, it gets so much worse than that. Look at this. I hate it so much. It makes it look so much worse. But we only have to worry about that during the winter. Anyway, let's close that. And yeah, it feels somewhat safe now. So what I need to do pretty soon is I need to light up this entire place. This world has been so incredibly dangerous. I'm mostly sure it's because of the update. Either way, it's been so dangerous that I really want to get this place lit up and finally get a nice little safe place. Maybe I won't even have to make a new forge and I can just use this again. Which, by the way, I had to show you. Look how it's glowing blue. And I was so confused about it. But it's because of the amulet I have. See, if I take it off, it goes normally black. Put it back on, and now it's blue. I think that is so cool. I'll show you it during nighttime as well. Everything just glows. It's so awesome. Anyway, it's about to become nighttime, so I'm just gonna replace all the torches on each of the towers. Then we'll have a good look at nighttime. So I'll be right back. Okay, it's nighttime, and now let me show you guys what we have going on here. I think this place looks just so magical at nighttime. So you can see them peeking out. The plan is to first get some torch holders on each of these. But for right now, I just have regular torches, which are gonna burn out, but that's fine. We come up here. I actually had to chisel this out a tiny bit so we could climb up with the hatch door here. But it seems to work out just fine, and it doesn't seem all that dangerous. So I am gonna just head out, and we'll have a look at it from the outside. Look at this. It just looks so cool. I feel like I just got hit by something. Oh, yep, there's drifters. I just absolutely love this place at night. And imagine it when we have the entire inside all lit up so we can see all the walls. And look at the poor little trader over here. We basically just built the bigger version of what he has. I also really want to get some spikes like this down. I'm going to have to chisel them out because I can't make these yet. I do believe we can make them at some point. It's this right here. It won't even work with my walls, because it also gets connected to the walls. Like this block right here is actually a part of the spikes. So we're not going to be able to do that, and I'm going to have to make my own, which is a bit of a shame because I can't make them look as nice as this. But if we do go down that route, we're going to have to do something cool. I also definitely want some banners like he has up there. I think he has another one. Yeah, it's right there on the side. I would absolutely love something like that on the outside. But either way, once we get all this lit up inside, we're gonna be so safe, and I won't have to deal with all these crazy drifters that are everywhere. And I do believe I made them tall enough so nothing should be able to hop over. I think shivers can climb like 2 or 3 blocks. I know that bears can also climb like 3 blocks. And without the spikes, it should be about 4 tall all around. And with the spikes, if those even do count, but I kind of doubt it, should be about 5. And yeah, I definitely think this was a cool addition. We still got drifters in here. They breached the walls. Oh god, I got shot. Yeah, not quite safe in here. Another big reason why we wanted the walls is because I'm not adding fences to this that block out all the animals. Wow, it's so dangerous. I'm gonna die. But that also means that I can remove some of these here. By the way, look at the amulet. Look how lit up we are. Yeah, that's really neat. But anyway, we can get rid of a bunch of these fences here. And then we can make our own. So I think that's another big reason why I want them. But anyway, we gotta kill this guy real quick, and then we gotta get inside. Easy. Alright, let's go to sleep. And I'll see you guys in the morning. And we're up. Okay, so something that I really want to get done, and I'm not even sure if I can, but I want to get a windmill up here. Now, it's probably really bad timing to try to get this done now. And the first thing that we're going to really need is a bunch of fat and some resin, which I don't even know if I have either. Yeah, I don't think I have a single thing of resin. And I might have like 1 or 2 fat down here. Let's see, there's 1 fat there. And yeah, we have no more fat. So we're going to have to go hunting in the morning. I don't know how well that's going to go for us, but I got a bow. It's still very dark out. And I definitely hear, yep, there's a blowtorch. Yeah, I want to replace this before we head out. And then we're going to go try to hunt down some bears or something. I'm on a mission, okay? I also really want that bear armor. So if I could get that, that'd be cool. Oh god, that's a shiver. That's a lot of drifters. We're out of here. Why is this place so dangerous? Okay, close. They'll never get me in here. I'm so safe. Anyway, I'm gonna wait for the sun to come up, which sadly it's not even up right now. If you guys remembered at the beginning of the series, the sun started coming up at like 4. And yeah, it's not even starting right now. I mean, it's getting a little bit brighter out, but we still got some time. So I'm just gonna chill out right now and let the sun come up. Okay, it seems like the sun is coming up. So I gotta clear out some of these guys. I keep getting shot and hit. Oh my god. They're everywhere, I swear. I need to repair the armor. Okay, who's shooting at me? Where's the boat horn? You know what? Screw it. We're just gonna go inside. I fell. No, I fell again. Okay, inside. Clear out my hotbar, and we're just gonna pick all this up real quick. I just want to get the next batch going while we're out, and then hopefully it'll be done by like tomorrow morning. So here it is. I'm just gonna place that one right there. However, we're gonna remove it, and that's how they look. Oh yeah, that's a crucible. Well, for now, you shall go in there. Here is an actual flower pot. And yeah, definitely looks different. I don't know, I'm actually kind of leaning towards this one. I still like that one though. Hold on, let's get rid of it. And can I place a planter on it? I can. Do I put a tree in here? I feel like the answer is just yes, so hold on. Oh, here's a sapling. We're just gonna steal that one real quick. And let's place. I don't know, does that fit the inside? I also might need to use that table at some point. But for now, we're just gonna leave it until I need the space. We also got some crocs, which we're gonna throw in here. In terms of crocs, I think I actually like the tan better. But having multiple colors is very cool. We also got some cooking pots. I guess we'll just throw them in here for now. We do have an extra vessel, which I guess we're just gonna throw out here because I don't have any space inside. Also have some flower pots. I have no idea what to do with them. So maybe I just put one. No, that's a path. Maybe I put one here. We get a nice little flower there. I guess I can throw one out here as well. How about in the corner of this? And screw it, we'll just throw another one right here. And I do believe that was everything. And I'd say that we're ready to head out. By the way, if you're wondering, I am eating flax bread. It's not as good, but whatever, it'll do fine. But anyway, let's head out of our little fort over here. I'm thinking I'm just going to call this place the outpost. I think that's pretty cool, and I think that eventually it will be just an outpost. So if we ever want to talk to our treasure hunter over here, we'll have a nice little place to live. I don't know how often that will be, but it'll be cool to have. By the way, it looks very cool on the map. Remember, there's going to be a lot of trees around this place as well. And I got a bunch more oak seeds I need to get placed. But I'll wait until spring to do that. But anyway, let's head this way. I haven't done much traveling over here. I think in that corner would be cool. And I also got to get rid of the farm. But anyway, we're heading this way. I'm looking for animals. Most importantly, bears. I know that they exist. We saw some at the archives. It's really such a shame that I couldn't go and get them, but their stuff would have definitely spoiled by the time we got back. But I shouldn't have that big of an issue here. Also, don't bears have a better spawn chance during the winter? I feel like that's a thing. I could be completely wrong though. Either way, I'm just gonna do a bit of exploring, try to find some animals, maybe some ruins. Blue clay would be amazing. I haven't seen any yet. Oh, I think I found a pig. I think I'm gonna leave him. I don't want to make him extinct. What are you? You're just a boar. I would like to come back and then try to get him. Maybe we'll do that later today. But if I do see any goats, we're taking them down, as goats seem to be really plentiful around here. And I had to hunt something, you know? Wow, it just seems so dead out here. I'm looking around. I don't see a single animal, but I believe they have to be out here somewhere. There's also just so much gravel. That's probably why I don't see anything. My best bet would probably be a forest. Or potentially I could go on the mountains and look for polar bears. I know that you can make polar bear armor, so potentially that could be what we do. It's honestly not the worst idea if we can't find anything else. So we'll keep it in mind. Oh god, that's a bear. Oh god, he's mad at me. Okay, is he still coming? I don't see him. I'm just gonna get on top of this hill over here. Hey, buddy. I really want your pelt. Okay, there he is. Can I hit him from here? Oh, I got him once. Okay, I think he's just gonna run away. Or on top of the mountain. Get him. Oh, I got him again. Come on. I really don't want to have to get him with the sword. I don't even know if that's possible for me right now. Oh, okay. Okay. I think we're gonna have to run. Get the sword out. Tonight we die in hell. We got this. Oh god. Oh man, he took out half my HP bar. But we got him. We got some fat. We got a raw black bear hide with head. And some bones. So is that what we needed? I've never seen this before. We gotta make a black bear head pelt maybe? Oh, okay, so we cut it up with a knife. Then we also get some bear pelt. So hold on, let's do that. That didn't seem to do it. So maybe we gotta add some fat to it? No? Oh, okay, so we need 2 fat. Alright, well, we definitely have 1 fat back at the house. And it seems like that hide has about 5 days. So once we go home, we should be ready to get that started. Oh, we actually found some flat land. If I was looking for animals, I think I would check here. If I was looking for bears, I would check in the forest. Also, it's becoming dark out. I think I will just sit out here for tonight. Hello, trader. That's a very nice wagon that you have. Hello, sir. He's a building materials trader. And he's got some stuff. But do you have a bed? perhaps on top of the trailer that I don't know how to get on. I don't think that there's a bed. There is some ruins back here. I was hoping that this was his little hut. There's something here. A tool vessel, which I got some flint tools. Ooh, I found a whole bunch of boars over here. We're gonna be hunting them in the morning. I don't need to keep them alive. But right now, I'm actually gonna just go ahead and dig myself out a little hole so we can sleep. There's a whole bunch of baddies behind me, but we're fine. I have some grass here, so we can just turn that into a bed. Place, and let's sleep. I'll see you guys in the morning. And we're up, but it's still very dark out, so I'm just gonna chill out in my hole and wait until morning. And it's still a bit dark out. I'm just gonna hold my torch, get my sword out, and there should be a bunch of pigs around here, so let's get poking them. You, sir, I need your hide. I need it. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to run away. I have a bow just for this. I got him. Oh god, I hear a bowthorn. Yep, I'm about to be shot. Come on, would you please loot the hide? Loot it. Okay, yep, we gotta get that guy. Damn it. Leave me alone. He's going into my cave. Okay, why was it taking so long to loot this guy? Okay. Oh, we got some hides and some fat and some food. Okay, next one. There's a couple around here, so we gotta be careful. But we got him. I see two more. I might not see any more. Oh, we got some more hides. Okay, those were just bushes. I think there might be more over here. Yep, let's get him. Let's get him. No running away. Got him. I think there's another one. Two more hides. Love to see it. Oh, that's a freaking bear. Okay, let's get this guy first. Die. Okay, he didn't run into the water. We're fine. We're gonna go for that bear as well. I think that's a brown bear if I'm not mistaken. Okay, one more hide. Alright, I cannot get hit by this thing. I will be so dead. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna walk away. Okay, I found a bunch more pigs. Let's get them. Okay, there's one. I think there's definitely more. I think that's one. Nope. Okay, I swear there was more. But let's get looting. Okay, we got another hide. Oh, I found another one. Let's get him. I think there's even another one around. I heard him wink at me. I don't see him though. Let's loot. And we got another hide, some more fat. We're up to 9 right now. This is going really well. Oh, I can hear him. You guys hear him, right? Where are you, dude? It's like he's under the ground. Oh, it's a little baby one. I'm so sorry. I think you can give me resources. And yeah, he had a little small one. If I can get a couple more medium hides, then I should be able to do a full barrel of leather. Oh, dude, there's not a chance I can get this thing. I'm gonna try. Oh, oh man. Yeah, it wasn't gonna happen. Whole bunch of fox. Let's try to retrieve my arrows. Wait, he stopped. Can I get him? Come on, how are these not hitting? Hit! One of you, I got him! He's running towards the water. Oh, can I hit him? Come on! Oh, how are you not dead? There's a chance. He might be like one hit off. I got him! Nope, definitely not one hit. Am I out of arrows? Crap, I'm out of arrows. Where are my arrows? Wait, here's one. Is there more around here? Oh, here's a couple. Yeah, I had like 30, and I think I wasted all of them, which that's a tad bit unfortunate. Luckily, I'm finding some here and there. They're very hard to find in the snow. Well, let's try to track him down. He probably stopped. If I had to guess, he's around here. Oh, there he is. Oh, I got him again. Did I kill him? Please tell me he's dead. He's dead. Okay, let's loot. What are you gonna give me, dude? Ooh, we got a large hide, some fat, and some meat. Oh, dude, that looks super cool. Here's the forest if I wanted to find more bears. But I don't have arrows, so I don't feel very confident trying to take on a bear right now. I need to make some actual armor, then I can try to take them on. But right now, that's not really an option. Anyway, I think I'm going to start heading back to the base. We have a whole bunch of hides. I also just want to get this curing. So there we go. That'll be done in a little bit. Then we can make the bear head armor. If I can get one more, I think I can make the body. Oh, there's a bear. That is a bear. I also hear a little tiny pig. So I know I can't take that on. I do have 5 arrows. Is that another one? That's a wolf. I mean, it's a black bear, and I think I can take 2 hits. Is that something? That's another bear. There's 2 bears. I think that's a brown bear. There's also a black bear. Okay. We will be back another day. There's simply no shot I'm going to be able to kill him. Anyway, I'm not going to make you guys sit here and watch me freeze. I got many comments in the last series saying that you guys didn't like that. So I'm just going to head back and I'll see you there. Okay, we got more pigs. Let's freaking go. Oh god, I think I just stood on one. Come over here. Oh, there's 2 more. Let's get them all. Just die. There's like a pile of pigs. Oh god, get the bow out. I'm ready. No, I missed. Okay, we got that one. And there's another one right here. Let's get you out of here. Come on, one more hit. Okay, those 4 pigs right there. I need the hide. I need the fat. We've gotten plenty of fat out of this. Perhaps a windmill is in our future. Okay, so we got 12 hide right now. I think that's enough for a full barrel. And we can start to turn that into leather. Plus, we're getting more. So yeah, I think when we get home, that's what we're going to start to work on. We got 11 fat, so much food. We're doing good. Anyway, unless I find any more pigs, I'll see you back at the base. Okay, so we're basically back. This is right outside my base and where I get most of my wood from. I also did just want to look around and look for some resin. Now, I don't know if resin can spawn during the winter. I hope it can. But I figured while I was here, I would just look around. If I gotta wait till spring, that'll be so sad. But yeah, I don't see any resin whatsoever. So perhaps I should have been collecting it during the summer. Yeah, I haven't seen a single one. And I just walked through that forest, and I don't believe there is any. That's a bit unfortunate. By the way, I feel like these are going to be done for the next summer. Then we'll be able to start getting fruit trees. That'll be awesome. Anyway, it seems like we're going to have to wait to get our windmill until next year. Either way, it's already January 1st. And we're only a couple more buildings off of being in spring again. And trust me, I do got some more plans. A nice pig kiln would be awesome. I was thinking, my guy really has been living this long without a bathroom. I was thinking about making a little outhouse somewhere. A storage building would be awesome. And there's so many more things I could do. I didn't fill this up. I forgot. I took them all out. I didn't replace them. Anyway, we're back. I'm gonna get a bunch of this stored away as I do not want it to rot. So let's put all this in there. Seems like this hide is spoiling. I wonder if I can still use it. Either way, we're gonna get this up and going very soon and start turning that into leather. We also got a bunch of meat. So what I'm gonna do for tonight is I'm just gonna start cooking that up with a bunch of vegetables. And we'll get a whole bunch more stew going. We do in fact got 12 fat, but I'm going to try to not use it. That's going to be for the windmill. So it's probably too late to get this going now, but I'm going to try my best to throw it in tonight. But I have a feeling that it's going to be pretty dangerous outside, and I'm going to get destroyed just trying. Either way, I'm going to try it out. We still got a tiny bit of sunlight. We do want to open up another one, and then we got to get all these down. There we go. Let's get this filled up real quick, and let's light it up. Okay, the door is closed. We have 2 hatches opened. This should be our second to last bake. Then we got to do one more with all of them open. And we'll be able to compare all the colors. But anyway, I'm going to get cooking for tonight. I just want to get a bunch of stews up. So we're basically just going to be doing turnips, red meat, and carrots. We have about 8 crocks to fill. So that's exactly what I'm going to start doing. So I'll see you guys in the morning. And welcome back. So you can see here that we have a ton of food. And I filled up all the crocks. They look a little bit funny and out of place, but who cares? So yeah, this is what we're working with now. And I haven't even touched it, but we're a good way through this winter already. I should probably just start eating it instead of the bread. But I do got to share one more thing with you. While I was waiting for those to cook, I started up another pit kiln over here. This is just cooking up some red bricks. And the reason why we're doing that is so we can go ahead and make the chimney. Which we can do because we have mortar now. And if we do that, we can make the decorative chimney. And I don't even know if I can see it anymore. Oh yeah, I totally can. So the chimney up there is going to be permanently giving off smoke. So it'll be like that right there. On top of that, we're going to make 2. So each of these right here are going to have one. So it should be plenty of smoke. And we get to do the same for this one up there. I think that'll be pretty cool. I wonder if I should throw one on this. I don't know if I can, to be honest. Like, if I block that up, is it going to cause problems? I'm not sure, but it'd be cool to have it going 24/7. We're still waiting on this, by the way. I do like how I'm able to see inside, though. That's very cool. But yeah, I'd like to think it's almost done. You can see the wood is burning up, and there isn't that much left. But while we're waiting, I do got something to do. And I want to start making some leather. I wish I started earlier, but I didn't. And that's a bit of a shame, but whatever. I do need some oak logs. I'm kind of running out here. Those walls took so much. Yeah, I actually might have to go cut one down. And the sun is coming up, so I think we should be able to do it. We're gonna leave our safety behind. And leave the outpost. Oh god, immediately there's a shiver. Yeah, you're quick. I'm gonna have to kill you. Oh my, you're so quick. Get him. Hey buddy, you want to give me anything? You gave me 1 flax. Let's go. So worth it. Yeah, those things are so crazily quick. But yeah, I've gotten most of the oak trees out of this place. But I think I did leave one behind over there. I'm being shot at and there's another shiver. I swear it was calm a second ago. Hold on. No, it says it's medium now. Yep, I'm getting hit. Get him. Get him. Stab. Okay, we're just leaving. Yeah, when I was back at my base, it was calm. That might have just changed. I'm not sure. But yeah, I do remember I tried cutting this down and my axe broke, so I never actually finished it and all the leaves got removed. So this will definitely do for now. Also, I do see another fruit tree right in front of me, but we cut it. And there should be plenty. There's 2 fruit trees. We got a pear tree and a pink apple tree. Yeah, I can't wait for next spring. We're gonna get so many fruit trees up and going immediately. But anyway, let's head back. Gotta pick up the buckets. And I gotta get these both max filled. Then I can throw 5 oak logs into each. And that'll slowly turn into tannin. So there we go. Once these are done, I get to throw 5 more into this one right here. And make that into strong tannin. And I gotta grab another barrel here. Which I need a place to throw down. This place is so full right now. I guess for now, we're just gonna throw it out here. That's what I do with all my extra stuff. But anyway, let's get it filled up. There we go. We'll throw 50 lime in there. And do you guys want to hear something funny? I actually had to look up my own video on how to make leather. That way I could see exactly how much hide I needed. And as it turns out, we needed 12. So we can get that sealed up. And in 20 hours, we'll be able to scrape that. And then hopefully throw it into some of this tannin. But anyway, guys, we'll work on that next video. And we gotta call it here. So thank you so much for joining. And I'll see you next time.